Hey guys, so I'm here today to go over our vocab words for the week. So we have same things that we've been doing, going over our vocab words. I'll give you a synonym and antonym, and then this week you have a sentence builder and a sentence completion and rhyme it. So our first word is thrill, a sudden feeling of excitement. So a lot of times we get this feeling when something exciting happens or we go on an adventure or something like that. So a good synonym for the word thrill would be an adventure because it's something that you get really excited about. Something that would be the opposite is if you're not feeling excited, what's that feeling that you might be feeling? If you're not excited, the opposite might be calm or sad. So that would be the antonym of thrill, is a sudden feeling of sadness or sudden feeling of calm. So if we put that in a sentence, I had a big thrill going on the new roller coaster at King's Dominion. So that would be our thrill sentence, synonym, and antonym. The next one is cable, a thick rope of wire used for construction. So right now, if you drive down 401 going towards Raleigh, you're going to see a lot of these cables. So a synonym for cable is like a rope, a wire, or a cord. So those are going to be some examples for that. So let's see a sentence. The cable that was going across the road fell during the storm, right? So like the light, like a electrical wire would be something like a cable. An antonym for cable would be anything kind of like that's not a wire. So it could be like even like the blanket, a pillow, anything that's not a wire could be something for construction. It could be a shovel since they use that for construction, but it's not a cable, it's not a wire. Magnificent. So magnificent is something that's impressively beautiful or very good, something that you really love, something that you're really like kind of amazed at. So some synonyms for those are going to be like brilliant, gorgeous, grand, something that's really to show something that's very beautiful. I don't want to just use the word beautiful because that's kind of like, okay, well, the flower was beautiful, but this is something like even prettier than a flower. So then antonym, let's think of something that's the opposite of being beautiful. It's going to be something ugly, right? Something poor, something regular, something tiny, something, anything that's not like, it's all right, right? So magnificent could be like a sentence for that. Could be, let's see. I went to Italy and saw the magnificent church or the magnificent castle, something that's huge, beautiful, that you were like astonished by. The next one is mystify, to confuse or shock someone. So let's see that. Let's try to think of a synonym for mystify. We could do confuse. We could do shocked. If you're puzzled by something, right? If you're stumped by something, those are going to be all synonyms for the word mystify. So then if we think the opposite, so if you're not confused, then you could understand something. So the opposite for mystify or an antonym for mystify would be to explain, to understand, to clarify. So let's think of a sentence. Let's think. What can we use mystify in? So mystify is to confuse or shock something. So like a doctor might do this, right? If they're like telling you about something like that you're sick and they're using all these big words, you're gonna be like, I have no idea what you're talking about, right? So we could say the more we mystify them or the more they will fear us, said the doctor, right? So it's something about like you don't want to confuse something. Next is drift. Drift is to be carried slowly in a certain direction. So that means that you could bundle them up. You're going to batch them together. You're going to bunch them together, clump them together, something to put them together. And you're going to carry them. So then the opposite of that is going to be an individual something, to kind of run with something, to ditch it, just give up on it. So let's think of a sentence for the word drift. So I'm going to, or even when you drift off at sea, right? The boat was on the dock and got left, the rope came untied and the ship drifted off to sea. So it went slowly to sea. So those are going to be your words for this week. So thrill, cable, magnificent, mystify, and drift.